Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So if you watched my previous video, at the end of it I said that I bought a new cool thing with the $1,000 I got back from my DJI Mavic Air, and if you saw the thumbnail on that, you may have gotten a hint to what that was. It is the Oculus Rift Touch. Not the expert or pro on VR systems yet, but now that I have this, I will gradually start getting into some of the details of VR and probably introducing them to the channel. Not necessarily making it a gaming channel, but there are some awesome things that you can do with VR, and the cost has come down. So I think that, I thought that I would kind of, show you some of you guys, especially you guys who have DJI goggles. If you like DJI goggles, this is going to blow your freaking mind. So long story short, sorry if that's too late, I came home, went straight to Amazon because I'm an Amazon junkie. I got Amazon Prime, and I found a similar PC with similar specs for hundreds of dollars less than what I spent or was going to spend at Best Buy. The PC that I have, which you probably can't see from there, and I don't really want to get in and zoom on that dirty, messy corner over there where I got all my tech junk, is a Dell, I believe it's 5675. The specs are, it has an AMD Ryzen 5 1400, and it's got an AMD RX 570 graphics card in it. So again, if you're new to VR, here's the situation right now. If you're trying to build one, which I used to be a PC builder. In fact, I thought I would start building my own PC with that cash, but then I found out that because of this cryptocurrency craze that's going on right now, video cards are selling like gold right now. So they're selling for twice the retail value, probably, if you can find a decent one. And that PC right there came with the appropriate or the mid-level graphics card that met the need, and I got that for $590. So I was about to spend $799 or $799 at Best Buy for the same specs. So with all of that said, this whole VR setup here, I paid $400 for the actually Rift package, and I paid $500. So I got this whole setup for less than $1,000, which was in the budget that I had for getting back the refund from the Mavic Air. So when I went out and I started buying games, I noticed on every game it said something to the effect of like comfort level, and I'm like, what does comfort level mean? So I've got about 7 games downloaded on this system. 3 of them are like shooters, a couple of them are like 3D design, where you can kind of design in 3D, like use like tools to kind of like draw or make shapes in the air. And then I've got one that's called, you see what it's called? It's called Echo Arena. And Echo Arena is like, it's like giving you the effect that you're weightlessness in space, or weightless in space. You are this robot or this android type thing, and you can see your arms and you can see your hands when you move around with the goggle. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but when you're holding these controllers, if I stick my fingers out, the controller knows that my index fingers are out. It knows that my thumbs are up, and it kind of, I guess, there's touch sensors in the pads themselves. So when I bring my thumbs down to touch the actual buttons, in the video or in the VR reality, you see my hands grip, like, close and open, and you can point out fingers and touch buttons. So in that particular game, that Echo Arena, it's like a game where you're throwing a disc, like something on Tron, through a goal, and it made me so sick. I literally had to take the goggles off and lay on the floor. You just get so drawn into it. The reality totally trips your mind out, and you forget it's a game. Even when I'm playing some of the shooters, I mean, I forget that it's a game, and I'm tripping over stuff, trying to dodge bullets and stuff like that. And one of the awesome things, I think there's probably a little bit of work that has to be done to it. There is Hulu. Right now I've only found Hulu, but I'm pretty sure there's others on there. But I found Hulu VR, which literally gives you the effect that you're sitting in, like, it looks like you're sitting in your room, in your living room. They have messed up the scale so that the chairs look like they're oversized, but across the room there's a movie-sized screen which projects Hulu on it, like you're sitting in a movie theater. And the goggles themselves have like stereo sound, so you got the movie theater stereo sound, and you've got this very immersive world where you're looking all around. You can look out your windows and see the city. So let's just take a look at it, what it looks like. So all right, so I'm gonna put the headset on just to get it started. And I'm going to zoom in on this. Okay, so this is the screen of what I see in the goggles. And if you see, I move my head around and you can see the whole room or environment I'm sitting in. There's a coffee table. And then that screen, if you put these goggles on, looks like it is literally like 20 foot tall. And the sound is amazing. All right, so I'm back. Okay, so sorry about all that. I accidentally turned my camera off, so that sucks because now I gotta do some editing to kind of paste these back together. That's my initial impressions of the Oculus Rift with touch right now. It is blowing my mind. The games are so immersive that you really, especially if you're playing some of the scarier games, you really get drawn into it. I mean, it gets freaky how much you get drawn into it. And if you are prone to like car sickness like I am, you may have a hard time with all of the motion and movement, which will probably make you dizzy and sick. And I call it VR sickness. The sickness is not just like, you know, it's like a mental thing where, you know, you take the goggles off and you're okay. With me, I literally had to lay on the floor for about 10 minutes until I gained my equilibrium back. And because I had been playing the game for like, I don't know, an hour, I literally lost reality, like reality. Where I got out and I'm like, because I'm so used to pushing buttons in the reality game and, you know, your finger's not really touching the button and not feeling anything. I really literally was like having trouble. And this might sound crazy, but I was having trouble focusing and concentrating on sending a text message because I didn't think my thumbs would actually feel the phone once I got out of the game and started sending a text message as soon as I took the goggles off. That might sound funny, but it is so immersive. That's the actual feel that you get. So again, this is just the new toy that I got while waiting for the latest, greatest DJI drone to come out. And until that time, I think I'm going to be spending a lot more time understanding and learning about virtual reality. So, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the vlog. I appreciate all of your support. I will get back to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.